Hey everyone, surprise! It's Dr. Clark. I thought you could have a little pop-up live class, um, mostly because I'm so excited. Today was the first day of school. Woo! And yes, as a teacher of going on my 10th year and as a student going on, I don't want to tell you how many years, the first day of school is just so exciting. This year was a little different. I had new scrubs, new shoes, and a new mask, so that was different. But still that same enthusiasm of a fresh start. For me, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, that's not the start. It's always the fall. It's the start of the fall term. I don't know why, that just feels like a fresh start to me. And so while everything is going crazy and sideways and we're all getting accustomed to doing new things in new ways, I'm excited for this opportunity at a fresh start. And I thought I would just share that enthusiasm with you with a little bit of yoga. And so here's what I'm thinking for today. I was reminded and inspired by a colleague earlier of the scripture from Ecclesiastes that tells us for everything there is a season. And that could literally be interpreted as winter, spring, summer, fall. And here in Florida, we have either hurricane or non-hurricane season because it's summer all the time. But I grew up in upstate New York and I have experienced all four seasons. And I love the literal interpretation, but I also think there's great value in the suggestion that this too shall pass, that this season just reminds us of the finiteness of what we have here on this earth, and everything will change eventually. So I find that inspirational and exciting, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I thought, let's have a yoga class that's fresh start. So whether this is your first class or your 1 millionth class, welcome. I'm Dr. Clark. I'm a physical therapist and an educator, and I'm here today to guide you in your practice. And so what I'd like to invite you to do in the spirit of a fresh start is let's get in child's pose, because we all start as children, right? So child's pose or balasana. I prefer knees wide to the edge of the mat, big toes touch. So from this position, sit your hips back, let them come towards your heels. Option to prop up on your toes, so you literally sit on your heels and get also a foot stretch or feet flat, and then let your chest fall, forehead right to the mat, arms stretch out. Press back with your hands so your hips fall backwards even more. As you inhale, fill your belly with breath, then your lungs. Exhale through your nose. 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, lift your right arm up. So come into tabletop with child's pose legs. Reach that right arm up towards the sky. Feel a lengthening in your spine from your crown to your tail. As you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm underneath, sit hips back. We're in a twisted child's pose. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Your next inhale, unwind, reach up like we started. Exhale, you're in tabletop, but you have your child's pose knees. So your knees are wide, your big toes are touching. I'm propped up on my toes to stretch my foot. Right hand to the center, inhale, left arm reaches up, lengthen across your chest, open your heart. Exhale, thread the needle. So thread underneath, right arm long, arms are in an L shape, hips are heavy. Maybe press with your hand to lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, untwist. Come on, back up. Exhale, we're going to meet in tabletop. So bring those knees underneath this time. Curl your toes under. Sit back on your heels. Come on up into your tall seat. So we're very purposefully tucking our toes under, feeling a stretch through our toes. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Close your eyes here while we set our intention for this practice, an intention for a fresh start, an intention for a reset, an appreciation for the fact that we can be here on our mat with a renewed spirit. On your next inhale, lengthen your body, untuck your toes, reach up towards the sky, maybe a small back bend. Exhale, hands heart center. One more time. Inhale, reaching up, lengthening your spine. Exhale, come on down, tabletop. Knees are under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Exhale, arch your spine, rolling your back gaze through your legs, cat pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round it all out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen and round it all out. Make that spine long as you arch it. Feel that stretch across your shoulders. Good. Come back to neutral. On your next inhale, lengthen your right arm and your right leg. Spinal balance. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. This time when you exhale, bring that leg out to the side. Come on up tall. We're opening into a gate pose. So my right knee is underneath me. My left leg's long to the side. Inhale, reach up. We're going to exhale towards that lengthened leg. So towards the left leg. Feeling a stretch in that right side body. Lift your gaze towards the sky. Exhale, come on back up. Good. Bring your left knee underneath you. Inhale, reach up, lengthen towards the sky. Exhale, come on back down, tabletop. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift your gaze, drop your belly. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Come through neutral spine. Inhale, left arm, right leg long. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3 times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last time, lengthening. And then go ahead, I'm just going to spin so you can see. Bring that right leg out to the side. So we're preparing for gate pose. So your left knee's underneath you. Your right leg is long. Your foot's peeled down to the mat. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, fold over towards that long leg. So you feel a nice lengthening in your left side body, opening your heart, lift your chin towards the sky. Good. You're still facing the front of your mat. I just turned to show you. Inhale, bring that knee underneath you. Reach all the way back up. Exhale, come on back down. One more time in child's pose. Wide leg, sit your heels back, reach your arms long. Bend your elbows into a gentle prayer mudra at the back of your neck. Feeling a stretch through the back of your arms, a nice tricep stretch as we sit here. Opening your knees as wide as is comfortable for you. Sitting your hips maybe on a block or a bolster if that feels better. On your next inhale, come on back through, tabletop. Go ahead and bring yourself actually into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you're in your first downward facing dog of your practice. Pedal out your feet. Remember what it feels like to do this for the first time in your practice. Maybe inhale, lift your heels. Pressing your ears in between your shoulders. Exhale, drop your heels. Good. Do whatever feels right for you as you get sort of more comfortable in your down dog. And what we're going to do is kind of pump back and forth a few times. So inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Again, inhale to plank. Keep your belly engaged, your spine long, your gaze just to the top of your mat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk to the front of your mat in a fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze at your thumbs, top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Frame your feet. Step back plank. Stay in your plank. If you need to or you want to, you may drop your knees so your spine still stays long from your neck all the way down to your tail. We're going to move into side plank. So bring your right hand to the center of your mat. Roll your feet down to the outside. Lengthen your left arm long. You're in a side plank. Just get comfortable here. 3 to 5 breaths. The goal is your hips are high. When you're ready on your exhale, come through plank, lowering yourself all the way down to the mat. Extend your toes long. Inhale, press up into cobra. So just arching that back slightly. Exhale, come all the way back down. One more inhale, cobra. Exhale, come on back down. Inhale here, tuck your toes. Exhale, press back up to plank. We're going to do side plank on the other side. Left hand center. Roll those feet down to the outside. Right arm long, hips are high. Stretch across your front body, across your chest. Lift your heart. 3 to 5 breaths. And on your next exhale, come back through plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, cobra. Few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale your right leg high. Bend your knee. Roll your hip open so your hips are stacked, but we're trying to stay square through our shoulders and our hand placement. Feeling an opening on the front right side body. Roll your ankle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg high. Bend your knee. Roll your hips open. Stack your hips. Roll that ankle a few times. Right and left. Keeping your front body, shoulders square. Stretching the left side body and the front of that hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. Runner's lunge is a really great place for your hands to be propped up on some blocks so that you can keep your spine long as you're lengthening. Feeling that right foot square on the ground. The left back toes are on the ground. Your back leg is engaged. On your next inhale, ground down through your feet. Engage your abdomen. Reach your arms up. You're in a nice crescent lunge. Lengthening here. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back down to your runner's lunge. Good. From here, we're going to kind of seesaw back and forth. So you're going to come straighten that front leg, keep your head tucked down, feeling a stretch in the back of that right hamstring. And then as you exhale, dropping back into that runner's lunge, but this time, let that left hip drop, maybe even the knee drop. So we're alternating like a little seesaw, stretching the back of the front leg, and then stretching the front of the back leg. Ooh, feels really good, actually. So I want you to do this 3 to 5 times to your own pace, and your own pace should match your breath. So your breath should have a controlled inhale, a controlled exhale, in and out of your nose. No holding your breath. Maybe 1 or 2 more, wherever you're at. We're going to meet in that low runner's lunge. Okay. Let that knee drop. Let that back foot go long. Bring your hands to the inside of your front leg. Walk the right leg to the outside of your mat. Let your right knee fall open. Good. So that left hip drops a little more. You can add a little twist here as you kind of push that right leg open. So sneaking in a little spinal twist with our hip opener. Okay? If this feels okay, bend that back knee, grab that back foot. So you're in a twisted lunge with that right hip open. So you probably feel this stretch on the front of the left thigh. If you can't reach this foot, lasso it with a strap and just lift it to where you can, or leave it on the ground altogether. Okay? Turn your gaze towards the front so this turns into a right shoulder opener just for a breath. Exhale, hands come back down. Walk that right foot in to frame it. Inhale, lengthen that back leg up, runner's lunge. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Okay. Inhale, right elbow outside of right knee. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale, right elbow outside of left knee. Exhale, 3-legged dog. One more each side. Inhale, right elbow outside right knee. Exhale, long. Come across with that knee, opposite elbow. Make it long. Good. Come back to plank. Flush it out with the vinyasa. Good. Just a few breaths here, then we're going to do the other side. Okay. So when you're ready, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. Okay, this is where we start. So remember, it's a great place for blocks. We're using whatever's near you so that you can set your feet up for success. My right leg is bent to 90, my foot's square on the ground, my back toes are on the ground, my back leg's lifted, not like saggy down here. Lift. Okay, so that's why blocks are nice. Keep your spine long. Be strong in your legs, engage your pelvic floor. On an inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest, lift your arms. Crescent lunge. Just a few breaths. Now remember, we're going to do that seesaw on the other side. So right now, if you feel your shoulders have crept up towards your ears, on your next exhale, push them down, back in your pockets, slide them along your spine. Inhale, lengthen, maybe a small back bend. Exhale, come on down, runner's lunge. So remember, this is where we do our seesaw. So what you can do is come forward, actually drop that right hip, maybe come down on your knee, stretch out that toe. And when you exhale, tuck your right toes back under, lengthen your left leg, and feel a stretch in that left hamstring. So when we're up, we're stretching the back side of the left leg. And when we're down, we're stretching the front side of the right leg. Okay? Yoga is so fun because it's always pairing opposites. So it really challenges you in your workout and in your breathing and in life to embrace the polar opposites, right? So that's good. I want you to do 3 to 5 of these just nice lengthening stretches back and forth. We're working on a fresh start, right? Good. And when you've done enough for your little heart's content, you're going to meet me in that runner's lunge where you drop your back knee, extend your toe. Walk your hands inside your front leg so that you can take your left hand and push that left knee open as you roll onto the outside border of your left foot. So we're sneaking in a little spinal twist here. So maybe gaze back over that left shoulder if it feels good. Stretching in the outside of the left hip and the front of the right hip. Perfectly fine to stay here. Or bend that back knee. Lasso it with a strap if you need or want to. Pulling it closer, your heel towards your bottom. Just changes the stretch, that's all. Just a different opportunity for you. Turn your gaze back towards the front. So now you're opening across that left shoulder, a slightly different stretch. And when you're ready, let go of your foot. Walk this leg back in. On an inhale, press up into your runner's lunge. On an exhale, press back into three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee outside left elbow. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee outside right elbow. Come across. Exhale, three-legged dog. One more each side. Left knee, left elbow. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, left knee, right elbow. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Come on into child's pose. Knees go wide. Feet come together, feet flat. This time, forehead to the mat. Roll your forehead side to side. Massage it on the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. A few more standing poses, and then we'll bring it all to the ground. So on your next inhale, come back to plank. Press in, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. This time, peel down that left foot, windmill your arms open, warrior two, facing the front of your mat. So my right knee's bent to 90, my hips and shoulders face the long edge of the mat. My gaze is over my right middle finger. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, come on down, side angle. Just for a moment. Inhale, flip back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Turn both your feet open to the outside of your mat. Okay. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, open into goddess pose or temple pose. It's just a pose of strength. It's not meant to be anything other than that. Cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Few pumps here. Exhale, down. Do 5. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. You know, PTs are known for being the worst counters in history, right? We never keep track. I already lost count. One more. Up. Warrior two on the left. So you're facing the back of your mat. Okay? Get low. Get lower than you're comfortable with. Hips and shoulders face the long edge of your mat. Gaze over your left middle finger. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, lengthen your side body. Exhale, windmill down, side angle on the left. Just for a moment. Roll out your right wrist on the air. Inhale, windmill your arms back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two, back of the mat. Good. Inhale, turn those toes in. So we're going to prepare for a wide-legged forward fold. So hands come to your hips. Engage your pelvic floor. Sorry, I can't see my head right now. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthening here. Coming as far as you can. This is a great place for blocks because maybe your hamstrings are telling you right here that's enough. And you can balance on this block and then just let your head relax. If you have more room, let your hamstrings let you go as far as you can. Okay? So your goal is to be in a standing inversion or this forward fold. And in a forward fold, standing up, we come into an inversion. So lengthening the back of both hamstrings, your head is just dropped, your hands are underneath you. All sorts of options here. We're going to stay here for the next 5 to 10 breaths, okay? So you can grab that big toe with your peace fingers, bend your elbows, pull yourself deeper. You can bring your arms behind you, clasp them, extend into a nice bind, and let the weight of your arms pull your head down. You can also, in this position, make a nice little framework for your head so that as you come down, you can lift up and press yourself, if you like, into a headstand. Wherever you're at, 8 breaths. When you're ready to come down, you're going to try and come down as gracefully as you got in. So we're all still in that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So your hands come to the floor, blocks underneath you. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Put your right hand in the center on the ground or a block. Exhale. Exhale, left arm opens up, twist to the left. Roll that top right wrist out. Gaze is upward to the sky. If it bothers your neck, straight ahead or down the floor. Inhale, lengthen, open across your chest. Exhale, fold, hands come together, fold in the center. Inhale, halfway lift, left hand center. Exhale, right arm lifts up, extend across your chest, a nice spinal twist here. Lengthen across your chest, open your heart. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. I want you to bend your knees deeply. Lift your head and your heart. Come on, up to standing. Reach overhead. Turn your heels in, toes out. As you exhale, sit down into yogi squat, malasana. This is like my favorite spot for a block because once I'm comfortably seated on that block, I can actually focus on opening the hips, which is the goal of this pose. So whether or not you're on a block, your hands are in prayer, your elbows are inside your knee, gently encouraging them out to open. Just get comfortable here. You can be on a block or a bolster or a pillow or whatever is comfortable. Okay? Take a nice deep inhale. Drop your right hand. Extend your left arm long. Little twist here. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, drop your left hand, right arm long. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Good. We're going to move to the floor. So I'm going to have you take that block out. Bring your hips down. Bring your knees together. We're going to prepare ourselves for a little bit of floor work. So while we're here, let's do some boat pose first, Navasana. So make sure you can feel your sit bones squarely underneath you. Bend your knees, bring your toes in. The important thing about Navasana or boat pose is one, you engage your core, but two, that your spine is long and your heart is lifted. So I like to start with my hands under my thighs as I bring my weight back onto the sacrum or the lower part of my spine, and keep your spine long. Now you have an option here. Lift one leg, lift two legs, lift your arms. But the goal is to keep your spine long. So if in doing any one of those things, you round your spine, just come back, fresh start, right? Come back and maybe just choose one or the other. Okay, so just like find your boat. One more breath, I didn't forget you. Exhale, come down. Okay, feet come down. Wrap your arms around your knees so you can roll that spine down. Tuck your chin. Lengthen across your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your heart. Exhale, round down. Good. Let's try one more boat. Wherever you are is perfect. And remember, every opportunity could include falling. But that's another opportunity at a fresh start, right? So if you fall out, it means you tried and you have the opportunity to try again. Good. I'm holding on today in my boat. It's rough waters. I'm hanging on. You do you. Okay? One more inhale. Exhale, bring those feet down. Good. Let's do some nice stretching on a mat. Sometimes it feels good to like prop your hips up a little bit. We're going to do supine butterfly pose. So I'm going to turn just to show you, and I am going to put my hips just up on a block for a little bit to get set up. So You want your feet together, and this might be a wide open position, or depending on your level of flexibility, you might be able to bring your feet in. And this is where sitting on a block is nice, because as my flexibility improves, I can like slowly drop off the front of that block to the ground. So take your hands, clasp around your feet and your ankles if you can. Let your legs fall heavy to the side. You can always put blocks or pillows under your knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold over your feet. And if that feels okay, feel free to walk your hands out. Drop your head. Okay? 8 breaths. And when you're ready, walk yourself back up. If you were sitting on a block, take it out. Bring your knees up like a book. Put your feet wide, just like windshield wiper them side to side. We're going to do a little twist. So I want you to go ahead, put your right leg long, tuck your left knee in. Option to cross that left leg over, bend your right knee under. Okay. Inhale, right arm goes up, left arm behind, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. So I'm going to take my elbow to the outside of my left knee. That encourages a stretch on the outside of my left hip. If this is too much, you don't have to cross your arm to the outside. You can just wrap your knee. This is giving a nice compression to your inner organs. You might feel a little bit of airflow. Like sometimes you just feel the urge to like burp or something, but it just means you're compressing that air out, which is what we need. Inhale, chin back to neutral. Exhale, unwind your arms, unwind your legs, prepare for the other side. So your option could be that your right knee is just in as far as you can, and you just hold it with your left arm and you start to do that twist to the right. This is perfectly fine. It is still compressing my insides and providing me spinal twist. There's an option to cross the right foot over, bend the left knee under, inhale your left arm high, your right arm behind it, lengthens your spine. And then as you exhale, you bring that left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Just gives you compression. So we have a spinal twist with a heart lift, a stretch across your upper back, compression of your inner organs, everything your body needs, okay? On your inhale, chin comes back. Untwist your arms. Untwist your legs. Go ahead and come down all the way long. Bring your block nearby. We're going to do a supported bridge. So in your bridge, bend your knees, fingertips graze your heels, press up through your hips, block underneath. Your block has multiple heights, so you select the one that works for you, low, medium, or high. Close your eyes. Maybe roll your shoulders under to get some heart lift. Up to you. On your next inhale, lift your hips, remove the block, roll your spine down one at a time. Bring your right knee in, send your left leg long. Grab your right knee with your left hand, twist it across your body, opening your right arm in a cactus arm to the side. Gaze at your right hand. Inhale, come back through center, switch sides. Left knee in, right hand pulls the left knee across. Left arm opens into a cactus position. Just breathe. Inhale, come back through center. We're going to finish our practice actually in sitting today for our fresh start. So I want you to kind of rock and roll with your legs crossed. Come back up to your comfortable seat. If you are like, that is the worst idea I've ever heard, stay laying down. Take your Shavasana laying down. But I'm going to suggest that we finish our class in sitting for just a quiet meditation, a little bit of peace. Okay? So if you want to be in Shavasana, you're laying down, legs are wide, feet splayed out to the side, arms are wide, take up space on your mat. But if you think you want to sit with me, prop up your hips on a meditation cushion or a block or a blanket. Close your eyes. Maybe inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Then let your hands just drop open on the front of your thighs. So you're sitting with your hands open on your thighs, or you're laying in Shavasana. Quiet your mind. Let your thoughts just come and go like a passing cloud or a passing car you might hear in the background. Just let it go. As easy as it comes, let it go. And we'll awaken with a fresh start. I'll bring you back when it's time. Wherever you are, gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently roll your head side to side. If you're in Shavasana, gently reach down underneath your legs, bend your knees up, roll onto your right side. And gently push yourself back up to a comfortable seat to meet the rest of us in sitting. Eyes are closed. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Gently blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach up, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center. I hope you feel rejuvenated. I hope you feel prepared for a fresh start. I hope that you feel hopeful for all of the opportunities that you face in your life and realize that everything has a season. And there's reason to be hopeful and faithful and send out our love to everyone. Okay. The light and the love inside of me sees, honors, and cherishes the light and the love inside of you. Namaste. Thank you for coming today. I'll see you guys again later. Bye.